We all have that one anime that empties your heart and soul when you finish it because it was so damn good and you're sad that it's over. Usually when I finish an anime like that, I generally never think that I'll find another one that will fill my needs as much as that one and want to rewatch it, but it won't hit as hard as the first time. That's why today I am talking about anime I'd literally pay to rewatch for the first time again. But before we get started,
私はここにいる。
you keep coming back to watch my videos, so it would be beneficial for the both of us if you did. And subscribe because it's free. Now that we got that wrapped up with, the first anime I'd pay to rewatch is the goat of mangas, One Piece. I will say this for the rest of my life no matter how many people hate on me, but One Piece is the best piece of fiction ever written. It's a fact and time again it gets proven. The amount of money I'd pay just to rewatch this series would be unbelievable and would probably take me a whole last year to accumulate. I watched One Piece knowing a lot of spoilers, and it's still, to this day, the best piece of fiction I've ever watched and read. So imagine, if there was a switch on some weird gun to erase all my memories about One Piece, I'd lose all my knowledge and all spoilers of what happened, meaning it would hit even harder for me. Sabaody is the only arc in the show I genuinely had no clue of how it ended, and I fucking love that arc, man. Even arcs that I know how to end, they're still peak. People will say, oh, One Piece is too long. And if you say that, please shut the fuck up. Nobody's forcing you to watch it in one sitting. It took me months to finish One Piece, and at my peak, I was so addicted I'd watch 50 episodes a day, which is 16 hours daily. I only watch 50 episodes a day for a week, by the way, so don't go taking some weird Reddit moderator. But I will say this until the day I die, One Piece is too short. On top of that, now is the perfect time to start the journey because One Piece is ending in 3 to 5 years. Once it ends, the One Piece will get revealed, everyone will know what it is, and it'll eliminate all the hype. So watch One Piece. I don't care how long it takes you. For the second spot, we got BlueLock. Surprise, surprise, I added both animes that I make content on this list. I only became a BlueLock fan last year, and it's already my favorite new gen anime and second favorite anime manga in all time in general. When the first episode released, I already had heard about it and all the hype, but after I watched the first episode, I was automatically on the fish hook, and I started reading the manga because the idea of it was so outlandish and crazy yet oddly intriguing. I wish I hadn't read the manga till I finished the anime because a lot of scenes for me were spoiled, but yet it went so hard because of the amazing soundtrack. Like, listen to this shit. That's probably my favorite scene of all anime, and I knew what was gonna happen. On top of that, in terms of pure hype, BlueLock is the hypest manga. I never thought I'd get chills by reading a book, but yeah, BlueLock has proved me wrong. BlueLock was incredible despite the fact it had bad animation and me knowing what happened next, and completely altered my way of thinking in real life. BlueLock was truly a surreal experience, and now we're going on to number 3. At number 3, we got Demon Slayer. You may ask why, because in general, it's a pretty generic story, and I'd agree with you on that. However, the amount of money I'd paid to rewatch the scene for the first time is ridiculous. The animation is so amazing and I'd love to experience it all over again for the first time. I remember back in season 1, I was watching Demon Slayer in class, and I was watching the ending of the fight of Tanjiro and Lower 5. I was half asleep, but seeing that scene woke me the hell up. I kinda wished that back in the day I watched it at home so I could freak out more publicly. Same thing happened when I watched the Uzui vs Gyutaro scene for the first time. I remember I was in the closet, don't ask me why by the way, and I was shitting fire while I was watching this. Same thing for Mugen Train. The budget they truly have is unlimited, and I'm so excited to see more of the season 3 fights because while I'm writing the script, it's the day before the 4th episode of season 3 releases. The storyline, like I said, is pretty generic, but it's done so well on the execution I'd give it a good 8 out of 10, and the animation just makes the show even better. That's about it I have for Demon Slayer, so now on to number 4. For number 4, we have Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is only really popping off recently because of the TikTok I have no enemies trend. but that's not why I like it. Vinland Saga is the story of Thorfinn and his path to becoming a better person or a true warrior in his words. It's a generational piece of fiction that teaches young men on becoming non-violent. It starts off from a vengeful boy who's on demon time who wants to kill a Viking, Askeladd, to avenge his father. He lived his whole life fighting for that purpose of beating Askeladd in a duel, but raid clouded his vision. So even though Thorfinn was possibly stronger than Askeladd, he was not the person who took Askeladd's life. This sent Thorfinn down a downward spiral, which led to Thorfinn becoming a slave and later on wanting to die, before wanting to end all violence. It's truly difficult to explain, but it's similar to stories like Vagabond and Berserk because they explore principles tied in within the human experience. It shows the concept of forgiveness and that violence can only create more violence. It's 100% worth the watch, and I never thought I'd get hyped up at watching Farming Simulator. Also, to anyone I have beef with, I apologize because I have no enemies. That's about it that I want to say for Vinland Saga, and this next anime that I have on the spot is the reason I made this video. At number 5, we got Kuroko no Basket. I started this around last July, and it was my introduction to the sports anime genre, and oh boy, it did not disappoint. This was the old gen BlueLock, or more egotistical egoist than anyone in BlueLock, like Almine. I already knew I'd love this anime as soon as I heard Almine say,
"The only one who can beat me is me."
That truly showed how much of a dog he was. The characters, games, and concepts were done perfectly. It's basically the fight between egoists and team players who want to force their concept onto those egotistical players. This shit is basketball with superpowers. One that can hit a shot from anywhere with 100% accuracy. One that can copy anyone's moves perfectly. One that is just a straight up ghost. The other will know exactly how to break your ankles. And the other is just talented. And the other one is just straight up insane. A lot of characters from BlueLock are actually based off Kuroko no Basket's characters, and that's why, in my opinion, even though BlueLock I prefer it more, Kuroko is one of the GOATs of sports anime. Don't even get me started on when I saw the zone for the first time. When you see the electricity in the player's eyes and you see them go Super Saiyan, you know it's game time. The only real default to this anime is that it pushes the power of friendship a lot and it gets a bit cringy and tiring, but that's it. You'll see some of the most wild and disrespectful shit you'll ever see in this anime. I love this anime so much that I finished all 3 seasons in 3 days. With that, I don't have anything I really want to say anymore. But those are the animes I'd pay to rewatch for the first time again, and comment some of the animes that you guys would say down below. And comment if we should make a part 2 with other animes and some more underground animes. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next time. See ya. I'm in the trap, don't say it, bruh. I'm in the trap, but booty naked, bruh.